निवडक शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळ चापोली, संजीवनी महाविद्यालय चापोली. Affiliated by स्वामी रामातीर्थ मराठवाडा University, Nanded. Good morning all the student of class BSc TY. Subject Zoology. Name of the paper Pisciculture. Number of the paper 13A. Semester 5th. Unit number 2nd. Fish seed resources. In the last period we see natural resources. In this period we see artificial resources, or it is also called induced breeding by the hypophysis. Then this induced breeding by hypophysis presented by myself, Dr. Thorat Mandakini Manohar, Assistant Professor and HOD of Zoology Department. Yes, student, that is what is meant by induced breeding. Generally, those species of fishes, they not having the capacity to produce the fish seed naturally. That is, they to form the artificial fertilization process, and this getting the fish seed, it is called artificial fish seed resources. This technique, it is called induced breeding by hypophysis, and bold like artificial fertilization by the storfi. Yes, what is meant by induced breeding? The induced breeding is a technique whereby the live fish breeders are stimulated by the pituitary hormone introduction to breed in the captivity. The stimulation promotes a timely release of sperm and eggs from the ripe gonads. In the simple words, spanning in the fishes induced by the some artificial breeding stimuli may be called induced breeding. So in simple way, what is meant by induced breeding? The induced breeding means spanning in the fishes by the some artificial breeding stimuli may be called induced breeding. Induced breeding process, different hormones are essential. In this, that is hormones responsible for induced breeding. The gonadotrophic hormone, that is also called FSH and LH. FSH means follicle stimulating hormone and LH means luteinizing hormones, which is secreted by hypophysis, also called pituitary gland, influence the maturation of gonads and spanning in the fishes. What is the advantages? Or that is the why the induced breeding is the importance. The generally induced breeding by inducing the fish to span separately in the ponds. The risk of fish seed getting mixed with the undesirable and predaceous fish span is overcome. That is also the induced breeding process is essential to separate the fish seed, that is, some is the predaceous fish and some is the unnecessary unwanted fish they are found. That is also the separation takes place by induced breeding method. Second advantages is the collection, identification and establishment of nursery at the spanning site and transportation of fish seed require strenuous management. and manpower, affecting the income of the farm. All this can be saved by adopting induced breeding technique at the fish farm. That is the second advantage is very simple method, that is the collection, identification and establishment of nursery, spanning site, transportation, that is they use the number of manpower, that is also to get the amount of income is also affecting, that is also they are controlled with the help of this adopting method. It is called the induced breeding. Third advantage is the span of desired species can be obtained in the desired numbers depending upon the demand in the fish farm. So that is also with the help of this method, span of desired species they can be obtained. Which species is a market demand, also we provided with this method. Also next advantage is that is the induced breeding technique is a simple and can be easily learned even by the layman, and also it requires no typical surgical instrument of this technique. That is, this is different advantages, different importance of induced breeding method. Discover who is the first time give this concept, induced breeding. So generally the present day concept of the role of pituitary gland, that is also called hypophysis, in the reproduction of vertebrates according to the Edds and Pickford may be considered to have commanded from the experiment of Echehim and Zondek in 1927, when they found that the pituitary implants accelerated the sexual developmental cycle of mice. But it was the experiment of B.A. House of Argentina in 1930 which has led to think about the success of using the pituitary injection in the spanning of the fishes. He succeeded in the ovulation of Cynosteron decumbens by an intraperitoneal injection of about 5 fresh pituitary glands removed from Brochylides platensis. Brazil was the first country to develop a technique for the hypophysation or induced breeding method. Von Heyrings and his co-workers 1927-28 conducted experiment with the various hormones injection. Working on these lines, House achieved success in 1934. Since then, Brazilian fish culturists have been employing this technique to procure the seed from indigenous Brazilian fishes as a part of their routine pisciculture program. The Russians are considered the next to introduce the pituitary hormone treatment in the pisciculture program after the Brazilians. It was not until 1937 that Gerbilisky 1938 could succeed, and since then this technique is being applied with the advantages in the Russian Federation in the Russia for production of sturgeon fish eggs in the farms located along the lower Volga, Ural, Kuban, and other rivers of Russia. In the 1965, they described by Garbileskil scientist. In India, the first attempt to induce the fishes to span was made by Hamid Khan in 1937, in which he employed mammalian pituitary hormones. He succeeded in inducing ovulation in the Sirena mrigala. Chowdhury in 1955 was the first to successfully induce Esmos dancricus to breed by intraperitoneal injection of katla katla pituitary gland extract. He also bred Pseudotrophus antherinoids by administering pituitary gland extract from the Sirenus reba. Successful breeding of catfishes, that is the Clarias batrachus and Heteropneustes fossils, have been done by Ramaswamy and Sundarajanraj in 1955 and 1956 by the pituitary hormone injection. Chowdhury and Ali Khuni in 1957 succeed in the inducing Labiorota, Labiobata, Sirena mrigala, Sirena reba, and Punctus seranus to breed by injecting them with the carp pituitary extract. Since then, this technique has been widely adopted and now forms a regular part of fish culture program in the many parts of our country. Grass carp and silver carp have also been successfully bred in 1962 by applying the similar technique. That is also described by Ali Khuni and the Parmeshwaran in 1963. In the USA, Hashier et al. In 1940, Palmier et al. 1954 and Ball and Bacon in 1955 have also successfully employed this technique, this method in the several fishes like the goldfishes. Generally, this historical background of this induced breeding hypophyseation process. Then next is the methodology or which technique they are used by induced breeding method. For induced breeding, or it is also called hypophyseation, is the first and foremost step. Induced breeding requires the knowledge about location of pituitary and its dissection, preservation and storage, preparation of its suspension, dosage and method of its injection, which are described below. Generally, first step is the pituitary location. Pituitary is situated on the ventral side of the brain near the optic chiasma, just below the hypothalamus. It contains gonad stimulating hormones LH, that is luteinizing hormone, and FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Second step is the source of pituitary gland. Collection is made only from fully ripe gravid fish. Pituitary gland obtained from immature and spent fishes do not give the satisfactory result. However, it has been observed that glands of induced bred fishes collect immediately after the spanning are also potent and can be used for the breeding. Suitable periods for the collection of glands for the major calves is from May to July, when the majority of fishes reach advanced stages of maturity. Glands from some species are more effective, though glands from the related species and even from amphibians have given positive result. Glands should be collected from living or just killed specimen, but not from the rotten or semi-rotten specimen. Ice preserved pituitary can also be quite effective. Third step is the dissection and removal of pituitary gland. Sharp knife or a bad hand saw is used for the dissection of fish. Head with oblique stroke, a portion of the skull at first removed. Grey matter and fatty substances are removed by the blunt forceps. When the brain is exposed, the entire brain is now lifted up by detaching the olfactory and optic nerves. The pituitary gland is located ventrally, just posterior the optic chiasma, covered by a thin membrane. When the gland is exposed, it is carefully picked up by a tweezer or forceps. Care should be taken so that pituitary gland is not damaged. Fourth step is the preservation and dosage of pituitary gland. The glands are stored in 100% alcohol at ordinary temperature. After each 24 hours, 100% alcohol is changed for the further dehydration and defattening. The gland is wet and stored in a refrigerator. The glands may be stored inside the dissector containing anhydrous calcium chloride. Desiccation may be kept inside a refrigerator. Extract may also be preserved in the glycerin. 3 ml extract plus 1 ml water plus 2 ml glycerin. The weight of gland show the variation from 7 to 18.8 mg in the rohu having the weight 1 to 3 kg and 3 to 22.8 mg in the mrigal having the weight is 0.3 to 3.5 kilogram. It is not definitely known at what high temperature the hormones are denaturated. However, satisfactory results have been obtained by using the pituitary gland even kept at the room temperature rising up to 40 degrees Celsius for a few weeks. Next step is the preparation of gland suspension for the injection. The required quantity of gland is calculated from the weight of breeders to be injected. As calculated from the weight, breeders to be injected are taken out on a filter paper, left for a short while to allow the alcohol to evaporate and then homogenized the tissue with the little distilled water or 0.3% saline. The homogenized glands are then diluted with the same liquid. The dilution is ordinarily made at the rate of 0.22 cc per kilogram body weight of the breeders. The gland suspension is centrifuged at about 1000 rpm for about 5 minutes. The supernatant fluid is diluted to desired dosage and run off into the hypodermic syringe for the injection, while the residue left at the bottom of centrifuge tube is rejected. Next step is the dosage. Hypophyseal dosage depends chiefly upon the proper stage of several maturity of the breeders. Besides, the potency of glands also vary depending on the stage of maturity of the donor fish and also on the proper preservation of gland material. A single injection of 5 to 10 milligram of homoplastic pituitary gland per kilogram body weight of a female breeder and 2 to 3 milligram per kilogram of body weight of male breeder give the satisfactory result at the optimum temperature. If first injection does not work, a second injection is given 8 to 10 hours after the first injection. Generally, the third injection is not recommended. More satisfactory results are obtained when the female alone is given a preliminary dose of 2 to 3 milligram per kilogram body weight and kept it aggregated. After the 6 hours, a second dose of 5 to 8 milligram per kilogram body weight is given to the female and first dose of 2 to 3 milligram per kilogram body weight is given to the male. 2 males per female by weight are given a single dose, each of 2 to 3 milligram per kilogram weight at the time of second injection to the female. If spanning is not effected, both the injected males and females are put together in the breeding happa for the spanning. And last step of this is the method of injection. Intramuscular injection on the caudal peduncle or the shoulder region near the base of the dorsal fin with the 2 ml syringe is given. Lateral line is exudated. Yes, student, we learn today that is the induced breeding method by hypophyseation. That is their historical background and technique of induced breeding. Next period we see the bund breeding method. Yes, goodbye the student.